All right. Brian ordered the wrong one. Where's my labels? Yo, Brian, I'm trying to sort out all these orders and get the appropriate colors and this and that. Hello, Barnes. Morgan, that's what I'm doing right now. There's a bit of confusion. So I'm trying to sort it out and figure out who gets what. So I think the easiest thing for me to do is take everybody's order and to put their shipping label with it. Okay, that's Brian's. And got that on the list. Or did you order different colors? Oh, you did. You got an OG and a Rusty. And the Rusty goes to Brendan. Rusty to Brendan. And then an OG to. Where's your label? There you go. That one. Okay. That done. What's up, dudes? Hello, Tom. So we got that one set aside for Brendan. Who's next? Ooh, wacky bands. Interesting. Don't want to forget those. All right. Did everybody watch Bass After Dark last night? When does the Mini Mac shine, Burns, or when does the Mac shine? Tell us a little bit about the Mac. I don't know much about the Mac. Yeah, Amy's home. Honestly liked it. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I could see where it could get out of control, but all the guests they had were normal, respectful guests. You get a couple mouthy ones. It's gonna get old real quick. Having a panel. But it wasn't so bad. It was entertaining. This stapler's a real hunk of shit. John, well, here's what happened. So, on the Patreon app, they updated it. And before, you weren't ever really able to do it. But they had where you could email everybody on the list. Come on. Well, when they updated the list, they added a chat feature. And I don't know how you receive the chat feature. Like if I put something in the chat, if you get an email about it or if it just like updates. I don't know. Like I said, they changed that, and I don't know how you get notifications on where the chat, because you can message everybody in the chat. So, just ate a torchy taco. Which one did you get? Hope you got the queso too. All right, so this gentleman got a rusty, a trusty rusty, as Eric would say. Okay, I'm ready to go. Who's next? Morgan, got you. John, OG. Y'all like the OG better than you let on. Nate with the blue. Okay. Sup, Anthony? Oh shit. The Democrat and queso. Man, what a meal. What a delicious meal. Chris Magics. Trust the trusty rusty trombone. Different version. Rich OG. Nice choice. We got double riches. Okay. Scotty. Magic and Rusty. Mixture. Anthony did about kill the painter. Bobby Balsa, where are you at? Uh-oh. Where's Bobby Balsa at? He must be right here. Yep, Bobby. And Scott right here. What y'all think about the show last night? They've taken my time slot, dicks. The Mac has a more subtle action for a square belt. I like it on the Ripwire app. When the water is cold. It was Brian the Carpenter and what's his name? Bald dude, Bassmaster, editor. Uncle Fester. Ken Duke. They have a show now. Everybody has a show. Everybody has a show. And Sanders. All right, we're getting towards the end of seeing what is left. Richard. Well, Hella, hey, yes, this is the high-level shipping department. Hella, we have an issue. I miscounted. Would you prefer a rusty craw or a blue craw? Yuck. Had so much drainage. That's Brendan's. That Morgan gifted him. I ordered the OG. I don't want to shots. Tell me the bone struck last night. Oh, that was kind. Morgan, I don't have any more of the OGs. It's the problem. He's got I've got one. He ordered two, and I've got one of the OGs. But the blue one would be most similar. Like if you left it out in the sun, you might could fade that blue out enough that it looked like the other one. Maybe. Anthony, no shit. When they were in Ike's basement, just getting hammered, being assholes, that was the best. They were really good. Anthony, believe it or not, I was looking around on a hard drive that I have, and I found a downloaded Ike Live when Jordan and Matt Lee were on there before they turned pro. I don't even know if it's on the internet anymore, but I've got it. So I don't know how long ago that was. I guess it's when you were able to download the entire video, but I've got it. I haven't watched it. I watched part of it and it was pretty entertaining. But I was probably from the first season. If you want another OG, well, Morgan, which would you prefer? Blue or orange? I would think you would choose orange. That's just a guess, though. That's just a guess. That's just a guess. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Where's Morgan's order? Morgan. Salmon. I'm going to give this one to Rich. Give Morgan. Morgan. I'll give you blue, Morgan. No. We're going to give Morgan Trusty Rusty. I can't say that anymore. I'm going to have to owe Erica royalty. We're going with that one, Morgan. All right. So what we have now is there are 3 left. So let me update the website and fix this. All right, dashboard, products. This, I want to go to track inventory by variant. Let me make sure I get this right. I don't want to screw things up. 1, 2. Okay, it should be right, I hope. That. All right. Save. All right. John Burns is doing a mini Mac. I don't know what he's doing besides the mini Mac. I don't know if we got that far. I think with me being sick and having to keep the kids and not working and all that kind of shit, I don't even know that we got to that point. I know he's building the mini Mac, but I don't know. The tiny root. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, it had to have the bills cut for that. Is that one? Are those done? Did you get the bills? Hello, you just got your order corrected. It's fine. Morgan helped you out. He didn't care. Your order will be as processed. They'll be shipping Monday. That's exciting. What was I about to go grab? Oh, a nitwit. So the nitwit was this one. This was my original bait. This is not the drop bait. This was recreated for the drop, but this was one of my early Burns baits that I did really good on. Notice the wonky eye dotting, big air bubble in the top. Don't know what that's from. Who knows? But that was that was the bait that we brought back, and I painted them in this same color. And I did another one in my other favorite in this color. But these have seen some action. The recreation of that color might have my highest fish count of any single Burns bait. I wonder why. That one? It's so ugly, dude. Like, I don't know why I painted it. I don't know what it is about that bait. But like you said, Morgan, this could be, like, this is the one I caught 12 on 12 casts in February on a PVC pipe that was in 8 inches of water. Don't know why the fish were there. Don't know that why there was 12 or more fish around a 1-inch PVC pipe stuck in the mud in February. But they were. That's weird. Highest fish count. And I have the same kind of history. And it's an odd running bait. Like, it doesn't run weird. It's just got a different it's got a different action to it. It's just odd. don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Scott, you missed the nitwit? Ooh, that's not good. Apparently you missed the fish hauler. But that particular nit would probably have more than any other burns. Interesting. Very interesting. It's a subdued action. See, I wouldn't even call it subdued. I don't know. Morgan, how would you explain it? Because it thumps. It's just, to me, it's just weird. And like I said, it runs perfectly straight. I don't know. I don't know. I need to go thumps, not a lot of roll. Maybe that's what it is that it wiggles flat. Like it doesn't roll, it just side to side. That could be it. I need to go throw one now because it's been a while since I fished that bait because they've been hanging on my wall for fear of losing it. But it wiggles more than wobbles. I should have called it the Weeble Wobble. It's flat because when it's just thick, you'd call it semi-round, I guess. I mean, kind of. I mean, it's flat to me. I guess it does have some curvature. Slight. It's not Hellcat aggressive and not flat side subtle. It's interesting. It is interesting. It's not erratic, no. It's just, like I said, it's kind of odd. But you would, like, looking at it, you would think you could predict how it ran, and I don't feel like you can until you throw one. But maybe that action is a because I don't know that I've caught any giants on it, but like Morgan said, it's caught an insane amount of numbers for me. I don't know that I've caught a 5-pounder on it, but 1s to 3s, tons. Well, giants 5 or 6. Five or six down here would be a Ike giant. I don't really see anybody catching a real giant like a 8 to 10 on a crankbait anyway. I mean, you could, but I don't think it's like the number one go-to catch a true giant bait. I speak in terms of normal people, tournament fishermen. Giant to your bag is a 5 or 6, unless you're in Texas and you need a 9. Talking about old drops is depressing. Yeah. I would maybe like to. What's bad is that this color proved. This color proved that it wasn't just me. Morgan took it out, had the same kind of experience that I did. But I don't want to do that color again, but obviously there's something to it. I don't know what it is, but could not tell you. Could not tell you. But that's one of those colors that you need to be like a newbie to create. You know what I mean? Like now I would never paint that. But I'm glad I did. But how about that? That ugly ass stupid color. And it's kind of bone and gold and orange and brown. I mean, it is not like, I don't think if you saw this in the store that you would walk by it and be like, ooh, gimme, gimme, gimme. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I wouldn't look at that and be like, I bet that son of a bitch will catch them. But it do. But it do. I mean, I guess it is. I mean, some terribly painted look. The bars don't even match. Like they're heavy on the front on this side and then light on the back because I didn't know how to spray through a stencil. And then they're heavy on the back because I flipped the stencil and it must have been the way it laid on the bait. Who knows? What is the lip angle? Ooh, Scotty's getting personal with Burnsy. Scott's got his knife out and his protractor and his bandsaw. He's about to get to slicing. This year I caught shit on cranks. It was odd. Only good crank bite was during the deep during the summer. Sometimes it happens like that in certain lakes. Max out credit cards on more nitwits. Morgan, what color would you, if you could pick your dream nitwit color, what would it be? I didn't know you were such a nitwit aficionado. I bought a new pair of jeans today. I'm wearing $12 thrift store, brand new. Come to find out, Walmart sells them for $12. I looked up the brand. I was like, these feel pretty good for $12. I wonder how much they are at the store. And I looked it up. It's Walmart pants. Bait was a secret for 15 years. I've got let's see. I've got the originals that I never painted. I really need to name all these prototypes. I need to get a paint marker and write on them what they are. No, I gotta go back farther than this. I think I might have to go to this. Yeah, there's the original. And there is the slimmed down version. So what happened here was Vern sent me this one. And so I like that. can you just take it and shave the sides down so I can have a really big, fat, flat side? And there came that. And there they came. I want to get Eric on here in Bernsey and us just do a show and tell of all the Bernsey stuff between him and I, and see if we can identify models. I feel like that brim is kind of cellmatey though. Like it's got that faded chartreuse and like the gray on it with the blue. And that's probably cellmate before cellmate. It's just blue gild. I do have a cellmate. I hated that thing. Hated that crankbait. Where is it? Do I still have it? That was like the only crankbait. I feel like I threw a ton, not a ton, but I kept it in my box because I heard good things about them when they first came out. I'm like, these are pretty good. So I took it, and it used to always ride along with me. It didn't, I would throw it and I wouldn't get bit. And I'd throw it back in the box. And I kept on giving it chances and chances for years and years and years. And it just never turned into anything. Like that bait never caught fish for me. And when I say never caught fish, like I probably I gave it chances for years. And it's probably got like 2 fish on it. I don't know if it's I don't know. It must have been just really bad timing. I don't know. Y'all want a full order of nitwits for the next drop. Dustin has an intimate relationship with cellmates. Let's see if it's in this box. I probably didn't put it in here. I didn't want to taint my Lucky Crafts with it. I don't know what these are. Anybody know who built these? I got them really cheap. They run pretty decent. Ho, ho, ho. Is there a cellmate Little John in here? Nope. Just a bunch of another bunch of weird balsa. Oh, look at this loser. Look at those eyes. Triple dotted on the side of the head. What was I thinking? You know what's the problem with this? This is a mimic flat side. It's a really good bait and a really, really cheese dick paint job. So maybe I need to call Eric. No Hella tonight. Maybe I need to call Eric and see if Eric wants to go live. Eric, he turned his YouTube notifications off. That's why he's not here. That would be fun. He said he had to turn his notifications off because he got so many YouTube notifications. Some sus. Let me see. Let me ask him. I'm going to blame it on y'all. Oh, he's got his daughter in town. Is your daughter in town tonight? Kind of an odd question to ask. Odd question to ask somebody. Oh, there they are. Ooh, Burns can too. We can get a trio so we can ask questions. This is my dirty little secret box. My dirty little secret box. Can anybody help me with the fishing situation? Shallow, less than 5 foot of clear water with tons of grass and a bass going ballistic, constantly hauling ass in big wolf packs. Cinco? Prop bait? Top water? That's what I'm saying. If they're spooky, usually you can sneak in with a top water and kind of get one aggressive. Okay, no Eric this weekend. He's at a wedding. The grass is the horsehair. Ooh, that sounds nasty. What about a little like 1/8 ounce buzzbait? Hallman steps away from the elites. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Had that happen with a 5-pack of bass. You only get a few chances to throw at them before swimming off. What about like a skinny dipper? That's pretty subtle. Or like with a blade on it, with a spinner on it. Flashy swimmer. Or worm even. Swim bait. Big giant swim bait. That'll probably spook them. Naked fluke. I mean, honestly, something small and wacky rig probably would be ideal. I don't know if it. I guess you would need them. You would need them to get to it before it kind of got to the grass. But I would think it would fall slow enough that it wouldn't bog down as bad. Burn a swim jig or Cinco. Lots of options. Lots of options. Oh man, this was my fave back in the day. This would I would send pictures to Bernsey of these baits, and he would say, "That thing's the biggest piece of shit." That thing's the biggest piece of junk. You're right, Bernsey. They were. They weren't the biggest. There was worse. There's a blast from the. Oh man, I think it's got a wicked run on it. I don't know if you can see it. It takes up half the bait. It could be the widest run I've ever seen. It goes from like here to here. Great design, poor build. I guess you give and take when you're producing them by the hundreds of thousands. I wonder if I bet I probably threw that cellmate bait somewhere and left it because I was so disgusted with it. I probably broke it off. But that doesn't sound like me. I need to take these out and paint them. I need to take these out and paint them for myself. Some of these rattle, some of them don't. I got 5 of these. I'll throw in the 2 paint rotation. What's the shallowest diving crank you carve that's not a wake or that -1 you build for EE? Yeah, I was pretty shocked, Morgan, the first time I got some Brian's bees. Jody actually gave them to me for a Christmas present or a birthday present or something. And I looked at them and was like, these things really look like ass. Really look like ass. Dude, where would that bait be? Right in here. Look at this thing. You're going to see a beautiful specimen of a damn crankbait. Tell me that doesn't look like a little minnow. Tell me that don't look like a little minnow. That don't look like a minnow. That's a damn minnow, dude. That is a damn minnow. These were my dad's until I confiscated them. Check out his color selection. goes, I don't know if I'm ever get this out. I don't think this is ever coming out. So I raided these from my dad's tackle box as a kid, and I don't think I ever threw one because they were so ugly. But what I was trying to do was fill voids in my tackle box, right? So when you're a kid and you've got a tackle box with like 30 individual spaces in the trays that you lift up, and you've only got like 4 baits, it doesn't matter what the baits are. You just need asses in the seats. So I start going through the old man's box and just like taking anything and everything that looked like a crankbait. So here's what I pulled from him. This looks like a I guess this is like a Cordell of some sort. It looks kind of like a Rogers crankbait. I bet this is a Rogers. But it's pretty ugly. Hijacked this one. Maybe this was the influence for that nitwit color I did. I just didn't know it. This one doesn't have any markings on it, but the eyes look like a Rogers. Then we've got the Heddon Big Head Sniped It. This is not, this one never got thrown. Too ugly. This one probably could have caught some fish on it. This is a Cordell. These are big. Never caught a fish on it. Never threw it. I was probably scared to lose them. I just wanted the real estate filled up. This one's kind of sexy. And by sexy, I mean ugly as shit. But it's this weird nuclear snot kind of color with the dreaded tail dot. Definitely don't want that. But he's got 2 of those. One with hooks, one without hooks. So I don't know. I don't know what the story with these is. This one looks like it had a worm kind of lay on it or something. But pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. So my favorite one of all was this one. It's Cordell Big O. I just liked this paint job. That was always my fave. It looked the best. But that was my tackle box fillers. Cut the front treble on the front hook. Would use a twitch on like a Flukes logo. Jeremy, I did not watch Zaldane. One bait you never tried to build, a Big O. I think we talked about this a week or 2 ago that I wanted I went through a phase where I wanted an original Big O to fish with. But I couldn't I couldn't make myself throw down $500. These all have holes in they all have rectums. I don't know why. See this little bung right here? All of them, but even this one. They all have bung holes. Except the head and big head. No bung. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if this will take on water. Waxing. I do the same thing. It works in a pinch for sure. The whole front. Hayden, are you on the lake right now? Is this live tips? Are you taking these tips and like digging around in your boat and putting on a worm and then casting it out to see if it works? It's definitely got to be that, John, but it looks deep, like it's in the bait. I don't know if it was. I don't know. I don't know. Where's my box? I need to put these back in the ugly box. Here's the first sexy shed I ever painted. First sexy shed I ever painted. Not terrible. Not terrible. This would catch them. Not terrible for a kid with a few bottles of Createx and a dream and some DevCon 2 time. Did I tell you about this? I know I told you all about this. The secret FLW Tour Pro bait, the custom painted one that got sent to me that I needed to try because I would catch bass beyond my wildest dreams on this custom painted crankbait that was a secret of FLW Pros. And this was it. This was the secret. Man. I was really expecting something great. And that loser showed up. Bought sight unseen, I believe. Got to work. Besides post front, windy, bright conditions is not ideal. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly a good. That's like one of my favorite WEC colors. It pretty much looks like that. I mean, it's similar. It's not as bright, but this was the bait I always threw. Like if I was throwing when I was throwing Wex, if I was throwing something shad, it was always this one. Anchovy or whatever they call it. Or Tennessee shad, I guess. I took Tennessee shad a little bit. Only 11 more to build now. You're on the damn good side, Burns. All right, let's see. I need to go to chip station. Print more labels. Print more labels. I was on them Wednesday, took Mom to the eye doctor. Who is this? My dad sent me a YouTube fishing video link. Who? From Bass Geek.
It is a popper with a bill.
It's a popper with a bill.
It can do so many different things, from pump to weight to dive beneath the surface for about 2 to 3 feet.
Oh yeah, that's a sales popper. It'll help me catch more fish. I doubt it. Let's see. What was I doing? Ryan Thiel, gotcha. David. And mystery person. Oh, I don't need that one. This bubble. Apply. Hold on 1 second, dudes. I have to print 2 labels. Got a damn $100 shipping bill. The prank, yeah, that's it. The beard found the prank. He did. He did. He did. He probably trying to order some. Do I have the slim root lying around? No, I don't have any of those. I typically don't keep the color run for myself. Like I have the prototypes, and I don't keep the other ones for myself. So I wouldn't be able to pull a color sample of drop baits and say, here it is. The prank is just a newer rendition of the Lucky 13. No. How would that even be considered? Like a Lucky 13 has, it dives because the lip is like the cup of the mouth is shaped like that. This has its own lip. Sure, you can crank it, but there's a million top waters that you can crank that don't have lips on them. I would give it to Zell that he has something unique that is not a Lucky 13 type plug. I mean, there's a lot of shitty poppers out there that just have elongated, odd-shaped mouths that'll make them dive or make them catch water and wiggle. Oh, I had one up there. Rebel used to make one. Any of y'all tried the HUD bug crawl bait? The Huddle bug? That? I mean, that son of a bitch is, you need to match a crawfish. There you go, bros. They are custom. Them customs, they are. That's why they can't. That's why they come in these nice little baggies. Are they as soft as they say? I mean, it ain't a robo worm. Like, it feels, it's soft. I mean, it feels like the texture of like a small crawfish. Like, if this was alive, you could crush it in your hand. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a damn crawfish. Uh, I wouldn't think it would be one and done. The plastic doesn't feel that soft. Yeah, the eyes are all hand dotted. Yep. Excuse me while I whip this out. Yep. I mean, these things are wicked, dude. But if Dennis would ever get on here and talk, we could learn a little something about the huddle bugs because he has this whole technique for how you rig these. And I want to say it's like tail hooked, like a little split shot is involved, like all this shit is involved in this rig. And he's told it to me in detail in like a 2-hour conversation, but I can't remember. I can't remember, but he's the expert. Let's see which other ones we got. We got the orange tip. Those ones, those look good. They have kind of green bellies. And then we've got those. I guess those are kind of the same. These are the customs. Got some white ones for bed fishing. Ooh, talk about customs. I don't know if these are a regular color they do or not, but they're sexy. Ooh, there's a copper one. Oh no, dude. Where is this one? This could be the sexiest one that I didn't even know was in here. I'm gonna have to dick up the bag trying to get it out, or dick up the order. Oh, this one. This one's it, dude. That's the one. That's nasty. What else? I got some standard colors over here that are like a scuppernong color. The blue does sell it. You're right. But if I knew how to rig these things, I'd probably go fish one. The blue Mac does look like that. It does. It does. But one of these days, I'm gonna get Dennis the Menace to come out of hiding and speak publicly. Tell us all a definitive answer on what we do with the huddle bugs. Because Dennis can tell. The difference is Dennis knows all. And when he starts talking and he's like, this is the way you rig it. When he tells you the way you rig it, it's because there's some like absurd story backing it up. Like, oh yeah, you rig it that way because for 3 years in a row, there was like 47 fish over 12 pounds caught on that bait rigged like that. It's like, oh, okay. See, Jeremy, that's not even his thing though. Like he did, like he that was Ken's. So Dennis can tell everybody how he fishes a Burns on 6-pound test line and 30-foot visibility water. I'm telling you, the dude's got some stories. 6-pound test. He's fun. He's a talker too. That's what's a shame. Like you get Dennis the Menace on here, it's gonna be a damn 6-hour Patreon. Jeremy, what happened was which I guess they should have returned the money, but I think the guy who was building the baits died. But it's not. I mean, it's not like he'll be on like Swimbait Universe on a live chat. It'll be with just us girls, and I don't think anybody gives a rat's ass about the HUD Walker anyway. Talks in circles. Is Castledine digging his own grave? To where the more he streams and the more he talks, the more people dislike him. Is that kind of what I'm seeing happening? Yeah, I can see that. I do too. I think everybody does, but it is pretty amusing. I forgot what his stream was about. Yeah, sometimes he'll talk you into a drunken state where you're like, I don't even know why I'm watching this right now. Gives Jim a headache. Still like Todd. Prefer to listen while a little buzzy. That probably helps. Todd has good info, but he tends to ramble. Once he circles around and gets focused, I think, where he can get out what he's floating around in his brain, sure. Tons of good info. Tons of good info. But what I think, to me, what's funny is that the more he talks, the more you can tell his distaste for comments and viewers. I've never talked to him, don't have any info of this. I'm just talking about body language and things he said and kind of just the way he mentions when he mentions comments and people, and you could tell it's like he just wants to let loose and say, "You fucking idiot." Most of his normal videos could be half as long as they are, probably. But I don't know. That's one thing I like. I like the guys that acknowledge the chat, because there's lots of guys talking, and they're the reason that you're able to do what you do. And the dudes that get on there and just like talk over everybody and pretty much act like they don't exist, that always bothers me. Which Todd mentions comments occasionally. Uh, there's a chat where oh, you wanna know the truth? Okay, we can talk about the truth. We'll get to that. But nah, I'm not gonna get into that. Bass After Dark was fun. I thought so too. Wasn't too bad. It was good seeing Jeffries. I was happy to see Jeffries. I was talking to Epic Eric yesterday. I was like, man, I miss seeing Jeffries on BTL. I was like, I didn't miss a BTL back in the day. I said I miss them now. Like not miss them like endearing. Like my heart aches for them. I don't watch them. Um, but I wouldn't miss a Jeffries version. I don't know. There was something about him and uh, Jeffries. Their chemistry was great. The older, wiser Jeffries, and then the young, like vigilante Pangrak. Art to balancing the chat and a guest. I guess. I'm finding it very difficult. Spooky Mike is someone I can get on board with. He's got some one-liners. Jeffries is entertaining. Yeah, Spooky Mike. I don't know. Spooky Mike's background though. Like everybody knows Jeffries, but I don't know what uh, constituted Spooky Mike's, like what Spooky Mike's resume is. They might have talked about it when the show first came on. I wasn't there for that. Um, I think I was trying to make myself dinner at 9:30 at night or whatever time it was. Um, but Spooky Mike's from around me. He probably lives like 3 hours from me. Can you go? No, need to go see if Spooky Mike's got some good fishing holes. We can go catch giant ones in. Yeah, Spooky Mike had a good. He had a good solid base for all his opinions, and he was, Spooky Mike was good. Well spoken. I guess they knew that you didn't need somebody stumbling over their words on the first episode. That would have probably been bad. Burns. I'm about to repurpose this Burns box. Bass Pro Shops. Oh. Spooky Mike is a beast. Tell us more, Brendan. I guess he catches big ones. Is he involved in the industry? Does he just catch big ones? Does he have a fishing industry related job? He did, Marty. And he wrapped back around to what I said I didn't want to do. And it was the whole problem I had with painting his baits. But here we are. Just make them look badass. And before, I got tired of that answer because I didn't want to make them like, you tell me what you want and then I'll paint them. Because it takes me 10 times the amount of time to decide what to paint them, right? Like a direction is nice. So, talking yesterday, just make them the most badass bait you've ever painted me. Okay. So that sounded kind of like a challenge. So it was passable. But typically, I would just like to have something. Said he caught a 13 pounder recently. That's exciting. I wonder if it was in public or private water. Painter's Choice is not my game. No, that's my game with the baits that you send me. That's when I do Painter's Choice. That's when it's fun. That's when I can like sit there and look at them and like, you know what I mean. But so, but we'll see. I'll dream something up. I'm not allowed to say anything more about Spooky Mike. All I will say is he is really good. That's very cryptic, Brendan. I don't. What is? Are you with Spooky Mike right now? Are you sitting in Spooky Mike's lap? Yeah. Brennan, blink twice if you need help. Classified info. Fine, I'll go scrub the internet for Spooky Mike info. Oh, all right. Well, don't TK the baits. He wants TK. He wants the good. He wants the goods. Pull Brendan's card. He wants the goods. Oh, I didn't never print my labels. Print. 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 Are you dating his dog? That's why BBC is the mole. Maybe. We figured it out. We have figured it out. All right. He's trying to fool us. The mole is Brendan and Spooky Mike. Yeah, right beside. Was it loud? Hella, did it blast your ears? I'm very sorry if you got blasted, because I know that is one of my pet peeves of YouTube, is when somebody is speaking at a voice and then you get like a shotgun blast in your earphones. Ryan gets that one, and then blue and blue. Okay, everybody's ready. All baits are accounted for. All right, dudes, I'm gonna get out of here. I got a meeting with Spooky Mike. Brendan, you should speak less. Obviously, BBC wants to have Spooky Mike on a live stream to discuss the what is so secretive. Maybe. I was waiting for a tune-in Monday, and we'll go into the background of Spooky Mike. Unfortunately, Brendan, he's going to be on a camper stream tonight. Oh, live from Spooky Mike's house, because he lives a couple hours away. I'm just kidding. John, I tried to get Eric. Eric was not available. He's with his daughter at a wedding, so I don't know. Unless I can get somebody last minute to come on. I need to wait. Oh yeah, Burns. I'd like to have Eric on with you, Burns, because I know Eric has lots of questions for I don't know if I think he might have some baits that I don't have. I'm sure he does. And I think he also wanted to maybe get some clarification on some things. Um, but I think it would be more uh, responsible of me asking for your time to have Eric on as well. I think we would get the most bang for the buck. Um, spend an hour on the phone when he calls. Yeah, typically. That's what I was thinking. I was asking him. I was asking him not too long ago, like months ago, when he was in the dark waters. I was like, why don't we do a stream this week? He was like, I don't know. And he was kind of like down in the dumps and acting like he didn't have time, and he was like worn out and shit. And I was like, Eric, you sit there and talk to me for 2 fucking hours anyway. Why not just do it recorded? AJ, how'd it go? How many baits did you paint? Hella's got a soccer tonight. Peer pressure, yeah, that helps. No, AJ, I thought you got rid of that garbage, dude. I've been painting all day. How many did you get done? 8. 18. That's good. That's good. Patreons do tend to go into the night. Hello, Darius. Tell us a fishing story before I leave. Get Manson on so we can roast him for not catching them at the fish ladder because that sitters scare him off the fish. I don't know how I feel about. I don't know how I would attack Manson. It certainly wouldn't be about fishing. The first thing I would get him to do is explain deja vu. But I would probably, viewership would probably drop off real quick. AJ on another camper stream, Cheddar Balin and Marty's carving are the most watched. Really? Just talk the reset. That stream would get weird. Yes, it would. But I mean, like Manson. So what we're going to start with is I have a top 10 list of all the shit you've lied about on your stream. Shall we start? Number 1. What bait was it you were throwing when you caught this fish? No. It was not. It's like an A&E interview, like an intervention. Like an intervention. He is a rough guest because you were asking the wrong questions. Towards the end, he was a great guest because it got weird. If you talk about fishing, he's going to clam up and he's going to not want to be there because he deep down he hates it because it's beneath him. Like talking techniques, it's stupid. It's easy. You just go out there and throw your fucking neg rig at him, and you look at him on your scope and you catch him. MP Fat today. What did I do with that box? Smallmouth Crush added to his story. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Oh, he's killing ducks. Travis is about the money. I like Travis. Talk ancient aliens, time travel, and black holes. No, don't ask him about big swim baits. No, anything actually like fishing related, you'll get single sentence answers. Where did it go, Burns? I don't know. I guess I lost it. Thought it was in here. Did I leave it out? I might have it. I might have it still out. Yeah. Here. This thing, hearing MP Fat, when I think MP Fat, this ain't it. This is my brain hears MP Fat, and that's not where it goes. I start thinking of other things, and my brain can't select it. All right, let's put some hooks on this biatch. What does MP stand for? I bought that all-clad sepia way too thin. Yeah, all-clad sepia is not sepia. It is tinted water, or tinted. It is like 6 ounces or like 2 ounces or 4 ounces, whatever that little thing is. It's like 2 ounces of lacquer thinner with like a drop of coffee in it. It is, there is no colorant to it. No colorant. Hook. I don't know what these are, but we'll give them a try. They look long, they look snaggy. Look at them roll them. Even if they snag, they'll be fine. They better be number 6s. They're not number 6s. Wow, will it like slow float with 4s? 6s. This would be a good place to find some prototype number 6. Likely sink. Not good. Not good. That looks 6-ish. These are all the hooks I put on Hella's baits. The Hella Customs. This will be a good candidate for one of Hella's baits. Come on, number 6. 4s everywhere. Hey, that's what I need to put these on the ground and step on them. need to find that. There it is. That's a 4. Oh, all the split rings came out great. Is that a 6? No, that's a 4. Oh, I make a huge mess. That could be used. Oh, there's one. Red. Perfect. Red. All right, we're good to go now. Burns, I found 2 real shitty hooks. Real crappy hooks. Maybe Burns, once I get these baits packaged up, I'll take them out, take them to the post office, and then go down to the Wawa and throw this thing. Nah, I got some, Burns. The problem is I have really nice ones, and I don't like to put nice ones on a bait that I'm probably not going to go throw when I have one of them. Like this will go in the tester section. There we go. Let's see how these lay. Oh yeah. You might could get away with a short shank 5. You can put really nice hooks on a really nice bait and then let a really nice pike take it away from you. I mean, I think these hooks are certainly capable of hooking one, with the exception of that one. It doesn't actually have a point, but that's fine. I've got 5 more chances to hook a fish. I don't need the extra one. I just need it there for weight. So we should be fine. I should catch any bass that decides they want to sniff that. All right, dudes. Let me get everybody's stuff shipped out, and we'll talk to y'all later. I'll try to keep everybody updated when I can get a Patreon guest lined up. Spooky Mike, maybe. They'll be good. Dull hooks matter. I love them. All right, y'all be good. See you.